I've been lonely, I've been waiting for you. I'm pretending, and that's all I can do. The love I'm sending ain't making it through to your heart. You've been hiding, never letting it show, always trying to keep it under control. You got it down, and you're well on your way to the top. But there's something that you forgot. What about love? Don't you want someone to care about you? And what about love? Don't let it slip away. What about love? I only want to share it with you. You might need it someday. I can't tell you what you're feeling inside, and I can't tell you what you don't want to buy. Something's missing, you got to look back on your life. You know, something that just ain't right. What about love? How don't you want someone to care about you? And what about love? Don't let it slip away. What about love? I only want to share with you. What about love? Don't you want someone to care about you? And what about love? Don't let it slip away. What about love? I only want to share with you. Oh no. What about love? Yeah. Oh, what about love? Love, love, love. What about love? That was What About Love by Heart, played as a request for a dear friend of the MorristownUkeJam right here in New Jersey. And I played it straight from the charts of the MorristownUkeJam. So take the link in the video description, download the free ukulele song sheet, grab your own ukulele, and you can play right along with this video. And if you'll be anywhere near Morristown, come out and play with us. Now in just a moment, I'm going to do a tutorial on everything I just played. And at the very end, I'll do a slow motion close-up play along that you might find helpful. But hey, first, if you like the video, please like the video with a thumbs up. If you want lots more, subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you want hundreds more free downloadable ukulele song sheets, each with a link to its own free video tutorial and play along, then check out our Dropbox and then come play with us. Now here goes. Okay. Take note, throughout this song there are tiny little subscripted numbers. You know, like the first chord on the page is a D minor 4. That means fourth position, such as 1, 2, 3, 4. Fourth position up the neck, right? And it can keep going up the neck farther, you know, if you want it. But the idea is the one I've described, and I show a picture of it, is that one. But always with those little tiny superscripted numbers, if you're a stark raving beginner or you just don't want to work that hard, you can always play just the simpler version. So like instead of a second position C, you can just play a C. Now it won't have quite the same panache. The intro will sound like this. Instead of stepping down from here, right? But you can do that. If you're a beginner, like I said, you can just ignore all the superscripted numbers. Ignore them. Just play a regular C, a regular D minor. It'll make the song considerably easier. and it'll still be correct. It'll still be the right chords. So go for it if you want to do that. Now, as far as this song, though, the sort of charm of the song comes from its drama. So whatever you can play that way. I am lacking a soaring female vocalist and rock band. So here I am with a single acoustic instrument with only 4 strings and my voice. And so I tried to mimic Heart as much as I could within those parameters, and this is what I came up with. Now, as far as the chord progressions, I'm just going to do it progressively. So progressively meaning chronologically, right from the intro, right? I said with drama, because I didn't know how to describe what I did in the intro. In the intro, they've got probably a smoke machine going and maybe a strobe effect, right? I've got this. So I played a D minor all the way up here, bar the 5th fret, and put your ring finger in there. And then what I did was 1 strong strum, and then just kind of hang on to it. Right? Now you notice, if you note in the tablature there, well, it's not tablature exactly, but in the timing I wrote out in the song sheet of the intro, the C's come early. That's right, they do. Think of it like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I skipped one there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 here. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 here. 1, 2. The C's come early, okay? And in a similar manner in the verse. So that's it for the intro. It just goes up and down. And by the way, the chords are easy. If you can do a bar at all, just drop your ring finger here, and then you're going to slide that down to a B flat shape for a second position C, right? And then slide to the B flat, slide back up to the C. That's it. That's the whole intro. Okay, now with the verses, I'll go over the chord transitions first, and then the strum. So from D minor to a B flat, think of your index finger as kind of the closest thing you have to an anchor point. It's just going to lay flat, right? That's all the movement it needs to do. From D minor, it's going to lay flat, and you drop your other 2 fingers and you got your B flat. Now your index finger again, it's just going to point up to your F. It's just going to pick up, so it's only on 1 string now, on the 2nd string from the floor. And then your C. You can drop either your pinky or your ring finger, whatever you're most comfortable with. I usually use my ring finger just because it's stronger, right? So, and that's it for the whole verse. Almost. 3rd time, you go back to the B flat, and now I'm just going to pick up my middle finger to give that F suspended 4th. A little bit of dissonance, so you go back to the D minor. Okay, so that then at the end of the 2nd half of that verse, something that you forgot. Okay. Now so I'm sliding up from B flat to a 2nd position C there. But then, by that time, I've done like 3 different versions of strumming, and I'm going to go into a 4th one in the chorus. Actually, 4 or 5 if you consider the intro. They're just mildly different, and again, if you're a stark raving beginner, you can just do whatever feels comfortable. In fact, you could play this whole song with just down strums if you wanted. I'll show you how to do that. But first, I'm going to show you what I did. I wrote out the strum for the verse, right? I light the 1st half, stronger the 2nd half. A couple extra instruments come in, I think, or the drum goes crazier or something. I'm not sure what happens, but it seems more powerful in the 2nd half of the verse. First, it starts out, I've been lonely, up, I've been waiting for you. Notice, so the B flat and the C come in on an upstroke, and you give those an emphasis. So emphasize the 1st and then the up. I've been lonely, up, I've been waiting for you. I'm pretending, and that's all I can do. The love I'm sending ain't making it through to your heart. And then it starts, then it doesn't do the up. And then then just stronger version of the same thing. You've been hiding, never letting it show, always trying. Okay, but then the end, the very end of that second half, the last two lines, you got it down, you're well on your way to, here it stops, or excuse me, here it changes, to the top. You notice how I didn't do the heavy and light. It was like every strum is heavier now on that B flat. Top. And there's something that you forgot, right? With the C flat or the second position C, then you want to go into power rock mode. So something that you forgot, and then on that got, stop. You can stop with your right hand if you want, but if you're forming a second position C, you don't need your right hand. You can just lift your left hand fingers and stop the sound, right, with your left hand by dampening it that way, right? So what do? The intro was this kind of a strum, just downs, right? And then the first half of the verse, I said light with down on the D minor, up on the B flat. The second half is the same thing but stronger. Sorry. And then close to the end, we get to the that B flat. And finally, the second position C. Okay? And all those varying, by the way, varying all those things with the right hand. Right now, we've only played like 4 or 5 chords. And it's been pretty much in the same sequence, in the same timing, the whole song. And yet, it doesn't get boring, partly because you're changing up your right hand, right? You're giving it panache like that with your right hand. Okay, so now chorus. In the chorus, forget about those strong ups. In the chorus, it's just 4/4 time. It's on the 4 beat instead of a backbeat strum, like instead of a boom, da boom, da boom. You know, instead of that, it's the beginning. It's what about love? Don't you want someone to care about you? What about 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1. That's how the chorus goes. And the chords for the chorus, actually remarkably easy. So you start with an F, then you kind of flatten down your index finger and shift to that B flat, slide up 2 frets, index finger turns up and slides down 2 frets again, back to the F. And now, the hardest looking chord in the song, F suspended second position. All right, all it is you put your pinky down on the 5th fret of the 3rd string from the ground. That's it. That, with it down, is the F suspended second position. That's all it is. So, what I only wanna share with you. You might need it someday. Yeah. And this is basically just kind of a reminiscence of the intro. Remember, for that second position 7 to come early, right? It just kicks in a little bit early, 1 beat early. Kind of takes you by surprise. Now, in the second verse, I wanted a power rock sound out of my 4-string acoustic instrument, so I went up the neck a bit. What I did with this, instead of doing what the first verse had been the lowest positions of D minor, B flat, F, and C. So I've been lonely, I've been waiting for you. Okay, what I tried to do with the second verse, with a strong strum and using higher positions of 3 of those chords, I did this. I can't tell you what you're feeling inside, and I can't tell you what you don't want to buy. Again, if you're a beginner's beginner, a stark-raving beginner, you can just do the basic forms of those 4 chords that I played in the first verse. You can do that. But if you want to go for maximum drama, then, right? And they're not hard. They're really not. Among the up the neck chords, these are some pretty basic forms. I've got the pictures all there, but all it is, the D minor 4th position is the same as I showed you in the intro. It's up there, and then you drop all the way down the B flat. And then the F, if you've ever done a 2nd position D, right? D is here, 2nd position will be here. It's the same thing except on the 5th fret. So 5th fret, and now you're going to go down to that same B flat shape, except it's on the 3rd fret because it's a C. And that's it. That's all it is. All right, maybe it's hard for some of you. Yeah, it probably is. Sorry about that. But if you love the song, then you can aspire to it. And the 3rd line, it's the same with that B flat, that final B flat and C 2nd. It's the same thing. Something's missing. You got to look back on your life. You know, something here just ain't right. Same thing. Same part. Now, for that interlude, I did a little bit of kind of lame fingerstyle. I wasn't really happy with my finger style, but it was at least a little bit reminiscent of the power soaring, you know, electric guitar solo that would have been there if I had one of the Heart people here with me. Anyway, so what do? Something here just ain't right. Oh, sorry. Love, I only want to share with you. That's where it goes. And it hangs out on that C a little longer, and then it goes. I wanted to hear this. And the way I tried to do that, I used my pinky and fingers that were already on that B flat, right? So, see? That's what I'm doing. I'm messing with the A string. So, pick it up. Now roll your index finger so that's picked up. And then go right to the C. And that's part of that chord. And then what I did, I just dropped my pinky on the 2nd from the floor. Always count from the floor. 2nd and 3rd strings right on that 5th fret. Sorry? That's what I wanted to hear. So, right? It's really subtle, I know. I wish it was stronger. Sorry. Sorry. And then I think I did something like this. And then you go up to the D minor. And that's about it, except for the outro. In the outro, it's jacked up a key. Fortunately, you're already on that 2nd position C. So for a 3rd position D, all you have to do is slide up 2 more frets. Oh no, what about love? So the 3 chords involved there, I've got that, again, D, 3rd position. All it is a B flat up on the 5th fret. So hardest chord in the song probably is an E shape on the 5th fret, which is just a G. You can play a G if you want, but up here, if you're going to play it all the way up here, you've got your D here, 5th fret, I'm staying on the 5th fret, but with an E shape now, and that's a G, and then I lay it flat, 7th fret, it's like a D2 position, right, but up on the 7th fret, and it's still just a G, just more dramatic G. That's it. That's the end of the song. Okay. I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to play slow motion from the intro through the chorus, and then I'm going to pretend that that was the 2nd chorus and play. Nah, I think I'm just going to stop there. I think that's enough. You've heard enough from me. Okay, so I'm going to play slow motion from the intro through the chorus. Here goes. Starting on the 5th fret up here, right? Here we go now. slow motion, even though the intro starts very slow already. 5, 6, 7, and... I've been lonely, I've been waiting for you, I'm pretending, and that's all I can do. The love I'm sending ain't making it through to your heart. You've been hiding, never letting it show, always trying to keep it under control. You got it down, and you're well on your way to the top. But there's something that you forgot. What about love? Don't you want someone to care about you? What about love? Don't let it slip away. What about love? I really wanna share with you. You might need it someday. Yeah. That's it. See you Wednesday. Bye.